Every level of wealth starts with understanding money, its purpose, and how to grow it responsibly. Wealth begins at the foundation, earning more than you spend. Every American, whether starting with a small income or already earning well, can start building this foundation. The beginner level of wealth focuses on controlling spending and creating a savings habit. This is the stage where people learn to budget, track every dollar, and avoid unnecessary expenses. Many think wealth comes from high income, but real growth starts by understanding the value of money. Even a modest income can build wealth when disciplined habits are applied consistently. Avoiding debt that carries interest is key because such debt diminishes your ability to save and invest. The concept is simple. If you spend less than you earn, you create a surplus. This surplus is your first tool for building wealth. At this level, emergency funds are critical. An emergency fund covers unexpected expenses without disrupting financial plans. Experts suggest having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved. This fund gives freedom and prevents reliance on high-interest loans or credit cards during difficult times. A small, steady habit of saving, even 10% of monthly income, can grow into a substantial financial cushion over time. Once the foundation is established, the next level is investing in yourself. This means improving skills, education, or business abilities. Investing in knowledge often yields higher returns than any other investment. Americans who take courses, attend workshops, or gain certifications are preparing themselves for higher income potential. Wealth is often a reflection of personal growth. By continuously improving, you unlock opportunities for better earnings, higher value jobs, or profitable ventures. The next critical step is learning about investing in assets that grow over time. At this stage, people should explore safe, responsible investment vehicles like stocks, index funds, real estate, and retirement accounts. The goal is to make money work for you rather than only relying on your labor. Diversifying investments is key to managing risk. Putting money into multiple asset types reduces the impact of market volatility. Beginners can start with small investments in index funds or exchange-traded funds, which offer exposure to a wide range of companies. This approach balances growth potential with relative safety. Building wealth also involves understanding the power of compounding. Compounding is when your money earns returns, and those returns generate further earnings. Even small, consistent investments over years can grow significantly due to compounding. Many Americans underestimate how starting early can make a dramatic difference. A person who invests $200 monthly starting at age 25 could accumulate far more by age 50 than someone who starts at 35. Time is one of the most valuable resources in building wealth, and patience multiplies its impact. The next level involves creating multiple streams of income. Relying on a single source can be risky, as unexpected events can reduce earnings. Diversifying income includes side businesses, freelance work, or online ventures. Even small additional earnings contribute to growth when reinvested wisely. The wealthy understand that income streams create flexibility and security. Each stream should be built gradually, without compromising the foundation of savings and responsible spending. As individuals progress, they move from managing money to strategically growing it. This stage requires understanding taxes, investment planning, and long-term financial goals. Tax efficiency matters. By using legal strategies like retirement accounts, Americans can reduce their tax burden and maximize savings. Strategic planning allows money to work efficiently, ensuring that growth accelerates without unnecessary losses. Consulting financial advisors or using trusted resources helps navigate this stage effectively. Networking and relationships also play a role in wealth building. Successful people often surround themselves with knowledgeable individuals who inspire and challenge them. Learning from mentors, attending professional events, and connecting with like-minded individuals increases opportunities. Knowledge gained from others helps avoid mistakes and accelerates financial progress. At this level, mindset shifts from earning to learning how to leverage resources, relationships, and knowledge for long-term growth. At the intermediate level of wealth, risk management becomes crucial. Protecting what you have is as important as growing it. Insurance, legal protection, and diversification ensure stability. Americans who achieve this level often use health, life, and property insurance to prevent setbacks. Risk management prevents a single incident from wiping out years of progress. By understanding potential threats and preparing in advance, wealth accumulation becomes safer and more predictable. Philanthropy also emerges at this stage. Giving back does not reduce wealth. It teaches discipline, perspective, and gratitude. Strategic charitable giving can also offer tax benefits. Wealthy individuals often contribute to causes they value, creating a positive cycle of giving, learning, and growth. Engaging in philanthropy enhances personal fulfillment and strengthens community ties, creating a deeper sense of purpose beyond financial gains. Building every level of wealth requires patience. Instant success is rare, and financial growth is a long-term journey. Each stage requires discipline, learning, and consistent application of principles. Starting with budgeting, moving to investing, creating multiple income streams, and managing risks forms a solid framework. With time, these practices compound into significant financial security. The next step is understanding mindset. Wealth is not only numbers, but also attitude. Developing a mindset that prioritizes long-term growth, patience, and responsible choices separates those who accumulate wealth from those who struggle. Emotional control over spending, resisting societal pressure to display wealth, and focusing on personal goals are critical. Successful Americans often highlight the importance of delayed gratification and avoiding lifestyle inflation. By maintaining focus, financial goals remain achievable. At this level, wealth planning includes estate planning and future security. Ensuring that wealth benefits the next generation or is used wisely requires thoughtful planning. Trusts, wills, and strategic transfers ensure that wealth is preserved and used responsibly. Advanced planning protects assets, reduces potential conflicts, and provides security for loved ones. Finally, every level of wealth incorporates balance. Financial growth should coexist with personal fulfillment, health, and relationships. Wealth is a tool, not an end in itself. Americans who balance financial discipline with personal life achieve satisfaction beyond money. Understanding money's role as a servant rather than a master is key. This approach ensures that wealth enhances life rather than controlling it. The journey from beginner to intermediate wealth is built on consistent habits, education, patience, and responsible action. Each stage lays the foundation for the next, and skipping steps often leads to mistakes. By starting small, saving consistently, investing wisely, diversifying income, managing risk, and cultivating the right mindset, anyone can progress. Every level builds on the last, creating a ladder of financial success that is secure, ethical, and sustainable. The next level of wealth moves beyond financial security into strategic growth and independence. At this stage, individuals focus on leveraging resources, building assets, and maximizing the efficiency of their money. Wealth is no longer about survival or comfort, but about creating opportunities, protecting progress, and increasing influence through responsible means. Investing in high-quality assets is essential. Real estate, carefully chosen stocks, and retirement accounts provide a combination of growth and stability. Americans at this level understand that wealth accumulation is a marathon, not a sprint. They prioritize assets that appreciate over time, rather than liabilities that drain resources. Real estate offers dual benefits: potential income through rentals and long-term appreciation. Owning property in stable neighborhoods or cities with growth potential increases security and builds generational wealth. Entrepreneurship is another hallmark of advanced wealth levels. Starting a business allows individuals to scale income beyond personal labor. Successful ventures often begin small, focusing on a niche market, then grow systematically. While risk is involved, careful planning, research, and ethical business practices make entrepreneurship a powerful tool for halo wealth growth. Business ownership also teaches financial literacy, negotiation, and management skills, which are invaluable for sustaining long-term success. Advanced investors diversify across industries and markets. Exposure to different sectors and asset types protects against domestic market fluctuations. Diversification is a hedge against risk and ensures that one event or downturn does not wipe out all progress. Americans at this level often allocate investments to stocks, real estate, and other halo asset classes. They rebalance portfolios periodically to maintain alignment with goals and risk tolerance. Tax planning becomes increasingly important at this stage. Legal tax strategies allow investors to retain more of their earnings, which can be reinvested for growth. Utilizing retirement accounts and understanding deductions ensures that money works efficiently. Americans who plan taxes strategically avoid penalties and maximize returns, preserving wealth over the long term. Consulting with financial professionals ensures compliance with laws, while optimizing outcomes. Building a financial legacy is another critical focus. Wealth is not only for personal use but also to benefit future generations. Estate planning, trusts, and careful transfers of assets prevent mismanagement and ensure continuity. Americans who understand legacy planning prioritize responsible management of wealth so that it can support family, community, and causes they value. Planning ahead avoids disputes, protects assets, and reinforces financial discipline across generations. Philanthropy at this stage takes on a larger role. Giving back is both a moral responsibility and a strategy for sustainable influence. Donations to education, community development, or healthcare create meaningful impact. Wealthy individuals often approach philanthropy with intention, integrating it into financial planning. This not only benefits others, but also strengthens social networks, reputation, and personal fulfillment. Strategic giving is aligned with ethical principles, ensuring their contributions are positive, responsible, and sustainable. Financial literacy continues to be a priority. Even at advanced levels, ongoing learning is crucial. Reading books, attending seminars, and following reputable sources keep knowledge current. The financial landscape evolves rapidly, and staying informed enables better decisions. Americans who commit to continuous learning adapt to changes in markets, technology, and regulations, maintaining a competitive edge. Knowledge becomes a multiplier for wealth, enhancing decision-making and long-term stability. At this level, risk management is more sophisticated. Insurance policies, diversified investments, and contingency planning reduce vulnerability. Advanced investors recognize that protecting wealth is as important as growing it. Insurance covers health, property, liability, and business risks. Contingency plans address emergencies or unexpected market shifts. A well-prepared individual ensures that a single event does not undo years of disciplined growth. Strategic partnerships also emerge as a critical tool. Collaborating with knowledgeable professionals, investors, or entrepreneurs accelerates growth. Partnerships can create opportunities that would be unattainable individually. Americans at this level carefully select partners, ensuring shared values, goals, and transparency. Ethical collaboration fosters innovation, efficiency, and responsible wealth creation. Lifestyle choices remain deliberate, even with abundant resources. The wealthy avoid unnecessary extravagance. Living below one's means ensures that wealth can grow sustainably. Americans at this stage focus on long-term benefits rather than short-term gratification. They resist the social pressure to display wealth and prioritize investments, education, and experiences that enhance personal and financial growth. Lifestyle discipline is a hallmark of sustainable wealth, separating temporary affluence from enduring financial independence. Mentorship becomes both a giving and receiving process. Experienced individuals guide others, sharing lessons learned and avoiding common pitfalls. At the same time, even advanced investors seek mentors for areas outside their expertise. Knowledge sharing strengthens communities, improves decision-making, and creates networks that amplify opportunities. Wealth, in this sense, is not only about money but also about the knowledge, relationships, and guidance it can facilitate. At the peak of wealth levels, financial independence becomes achievable. This stage is defined by having sufficient resources to cover all lifestyle and future needs, without relying on active labor. Investments in businesses generate income that exceeds expenses. Americans at this level have diversified portfolios, multiple revenue streams, and disciplined spending habits. Financial independence allows for freedom of choice, whether in career, lifestyle, or philanthropic pursuits. Legacy building expands beyond family. Wealth can support education, community initiatives, and programs that create sustainable impact. Strategic planning ensures that resources are used effectively over decades. Americans who approach wealth with purpose prioritize initiatives that align with personal values, ethics, and long-term societal benefits. Responsibility increases with resources, and the wealthy recognize the broader implications of their financial decisions. Entrepreneurship at advanced levels evolves into investment in scalable businesses. Venture funding, partnerships, and acquisition strategies expand influence. Ethical entrepreneurship provides value to markets while generating returns. Americans at this stage focus on innovation, efficiency, and social responsibility. Businesses become vehicles not just for profit, but also for creating solutions, employment, and community development. Advanced investors also explore creative asset allocation. Beyond traditional stocks and real estate, there are opportunities in technology, small businesses, and halo ventures. Each investment is evaluated for growth potential, risk, and alignment with ethical standards. Americans who succeed at this stage maintain discipline, conduct thorough research, and ensure all ventures comply with legal and ethical principles. Wealth grows not only in size but also in quality. Time management and delegation become critical. Wealthy individuals focus on high-impact activities and delegate routine tasks. Effective delegation allows concentration on decision-making, investment strategy, and opportunities that generate maximum value. Managing time efficiently ensures that resources, both human and financial, are utilized optimally. Americans who master delegation multiply their impact without overextending themselves. At this level, continuous self-assessment ensures alignment with goals, reviewing financial plans, adjusting strategies, and learning from outcomes refine wealth-building efforts. Americans periodically evaluate risk tolerance, investment performance, and lifestyle choices. Adaptability is essential in a changing economy, and those who respond proactively maintain and grow wealth consistently. The pinnacle of wealth includes legacy, influence, and financial security. With a strong foundation, diversified income, advanced investments, ethical entrepreneurship, and strategic planning, individuals can enjoy financial independence while making a meaningful impact. Every choice reflects responsibility, discipline, and vision. Americans who reach this level understand that wealth is a tool to enhance life, support others, and create opportunities for future generations. Wealth, at its highest stage, becomes a platform for education, philanthropy, and ethical leadership. Decisions are guided not by greed, but by long-term thinking and societal benefit. Financial freedom allows time for learning, mentoring, and contributing to communities. Strategic planning ensures that money is preserved, grows responsibly, and is used to empower others. Wealth transforms from a personal asset to a mechanism for lasting positive influence. Mindset remains the ultimate differentiator. Even with substantial resources, those who continue to grow, learn, and give remain financially secure. Discipline, patience, and ethical decision-making prevent reckless behavior. Americans who adopt this mindset enjoy stability, purpose, and resilience in the face of challenges. Wealth is not a destination, but a continuous journey of improvement, contribution, and personal growth. At every level, the principles are consistent. Spend less than you earn. Invest responsibly. Diversify income. Manage risks. Continuously learn and give back. Progression from beginner to advanced wealth requires patience, strategy, and ethical choices. Americans who follow these principles have achieved financial security, independence, and the ability to make a meaningful difference in their lives and communities. Even the wealthiest individuals maintain these fundamentals. No amount of money replaces disciplined habits, ethical conduct, or ongoing education. Wealth is sustainable when it is earned, managed, and utilized responsibly. Americans who embrace these principles create a legacy that outlives them, benefiting both family and society. The journey is continuous, rewarding, and aligned with values, proving that responsible wealth building is achievable and sustainable for anyone willing to commit.